This is D. Williams on the D Factor Radio Show.
Yeah, turn your dreams right into reality and be a self-made with originality. Welcome everyone, you are now tuned in to the D Factor Radio Show. Let's begin. Unleash your ideas and pursue expert guest speakers that inspire you. Worker be to an entrepreneur, help you build a path to a great future. D. Williams is coming on the air now, teaching you the entrepreneur lifestyle. Unleash your ideas and pursue. The D Factor Radio Show is coming live for you.
And we are back. You are listening to the D Factor Radio Show. I am D. Williams, here to inspire you to unleash your ideas. That's right, guys. I want you to unleash your ideas. If you have, and we're talking about unleashing your ideas using YouTube, but I want you to unleash your ideas in so many different ways so that you can start your own business, have an additional stream of income, more than one, if possible. I like to shoot for 5 or 6, maybe 7 or 8. I don't know, but you need to have much mucho gracias income coming in, and one of the ways that you can do that is by unleashing your ideas and starting your own business. And that is what the UII movement is all about, inspiring 1 million people to start their own business by December 31st, 2015. We're actually revamping the website again, yourdwilliams.com, and we're going to have a countdown and a counter where people can actually start putting their information out there so that we can start tracking everyone, because I get phone calls, I get emails, I get messages on social media, and but I want the world to be able to see how hopefully I am impacting you all and growing the economy. We have right now, we've been talking to Dwayne D, who his nickname is D, guys, I gotta call him D, is on the line, and he is giving us expert information about growing your business, making money on YouTube. And D was going through online, you know, I'm an online junkie, and there was an article that was posted March 9th, 2014 of this year, the 25 highest earning YouTube stars. And number one was the guy I was speaking about earlier, PewDiePie, $7 million. They say ultimately that this guy has made on YouTube, and he's got 3.7 billion views. Billion, not million, but billion views. So he, and this guy, the guy I was talking about, D, he actually makes videos about, his YouTube videos are about games. He actually plays the games while on YouTube and then talks about the psyche, the logic, the whatever behind the games. And he said in his video, I just do whatever it is that I want to do on camera. I don't care. And I never thought in a million years that, you know, that my channel would get this huge. So talk to us a little bit about the mechanics behind, making even $500,000 on YouTube, $250,000 on YouTube, much less $1 million. I go for the 7. I definitely go for the 7. I see it's a lot of people on this list here that have made 1 million, like the top 25 people have all made at least up to 1.8 million in YouTube, or using YouTube, with as the lowest amount of views was 553 million views. How do we get to the point where we have millions of views? I'm assuming that we need to have lots of subscribers. How do you get subscribers? What is the mechanics behind how this whole financial piece works with YouTube? Because I didn't really know anything about this until you and I started talking. So tell me, I'm more of a listener than a host today.
Okay, well, the funny thing is that we can start with the whole phenomenon of videos going viral, because that is a phenomenon that you could be the first person to watch a video and be like, okay, and then go away, come back the next day, and it has 7 million watches. So the ingredients that go into a video becoming a viral video, they are vague. There are certain things that are definitely money makers for them, and the three things. I remember the Guardian had a really good article, and I think Forbes also had another good article about the phenomenon of videos going viral. But the two takeaways that I pull from them that I see happen with every viral video. One is that first 48 hours that your video goes out is paramount for you to get that momentum rolling. And the reason is that there's an algorithm that none of us know that's top secret to Google that says that if your video gets so much social interaction, so much shares, so many likes, so many views in a short period of time, then Google will now take your video and promote your video.
Oh, wow.
For free.
Wow.
That is where everybody wants to be. And see, here's the byproduct of that. If your video can fall into that sweet spot and get picked up by Google, now as you're watching your ads come across for whatever video you're watching, those videos get fed in as ads for any suspecting person who's watching anything, and sometimes it's completely unrelated.
Wow.
But it's getting served out to millions and millions and millions of people who are just out there watching YouTube. And on top of that, this is where the subscribers, the two major things that gives your channel life and then allows you to bring money in, is making sure your video gets off with a bang at the very beginning. A lot of people put a video up, and then all they do is keep hitting refresh, looking at the views. Keep hitting refresh, looking at the views. Keep hitting refresh. Don't do that. That's going to drive you crazy. I recommend everybody not to do that. Your video takes off by people sharing. That is why social media is such a huge 800-pound gorilla. And moving it out and sharing it around, that, I think, has always been the key for any of these videos that started off plateaued. And you can go back and look at some of the videos that have gone viral. They have a couple different websites, and you can watch their analytics for like the first 24 hours, the first 32 hours. You'll see it just soars. And that is that huge spike, and then it just soars. And that is that first 24 hours is you just sharing it and getting it out there, getting people to send it to another person, and that person to send it to another person, and that person to send it to another person. And that part is organic, and it grows. Now, what you put in your video, that part is, I think, a lot more subjective.
Okay.
I think you have to have something that's going on right now that somebody, some tastemaker out there, somebody famous has either talked about or they have like some type of a fetish for, so they always kind of bring it up. Like if you say it's somebody on TV, like I think one of the videos that you were talking about, Jimmy Kimmel actually tweeted that out. Yeah. And after he tweeted it, it went viral after that. Yeah. But these are the things you have to do, and people don't. I mean, it's more simple than a lot of us make it, but it's also harder because we all try to make it happen. Right. Or if you're just natural with it, and you say, okay, I got a video, and it's talking about, it's cats dancing. They have a lot of videos by cats that have gone viral, and I still don't get that phenomenon, but people love cats. Yeah, they do. somebody makes a video about cats, and then they happen to be watching TV late night, and David Letterman is doing the top 5 cats, or he mentions the next day that he's going to be airing the top 5 funniest cat videos. All you have to do is go tweet at Dave, email him, go to his page, post it on his page, and send it to a couple other famous people, and hope that in you tagging his name, somebody else sees that and tags it, and then they start retweeting and sharing it. And if you're lucky, and the numbers are probably pretty slim, that they see it and they think it's funny enough that they retweet it themselves, then your video's gonna take off and go. But I would say that for the majority of the people, you might have one video or 2 videos that go viral, but that's not where you want to pour all your energy. You want to pour your energy into your subscribers. Your subscribers are gold. And the reason why is they just did a study, I believe it was at the beginning of the year, where they tested how many users watch videos. And out of the users, there's 5 different ways that you can watch a video. Okay, you can watch it as a subscriber, You can watch it as a recommended video by YouTube, which we just explained earlier. If it takes off and it finds that sweet spot, then they promote it. Then by the regular search engines, whether it be YouTube or Google, then by external links that people paste out, and those are the ones that you see when people are spamming different blogs and everything with that. And then your embeds are your least likely to get you a lot of views, and those are what you embed into your page on your website.
You said that's least likely?
Least likely is the embed. The embeds get the least amount of traffic.
Wow. So
you have to think of it this way, because a video that's embedded into your website means that your website has to get a tremendous amount of traffic for that video to get that view. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, you already have traffic that you don't have to worry about bringing in. It's flooding into YouTube, so it's going to get seen.
Okay, I didn't think of that. So how important is the title of your video? You know, I know when you're writing articles, when I write blogs, or, you know, when I'm writing, I always like to make sure that I have a great headline, I have a great title. How important is that when you're creating this YouTube video to capture someone's attention, especially if you don't have a large social media following to go out and to gather and to get all the, you know, the subscribers that you need?
Excellent question. And this is where on-page SEO comes into play, and it's very, very important. Your title sometimes makes or breaks whether somebody watches your video, and it also makes or breaks how Google ranks that video. So you have two very, very important factors that are lying on how you write that title out. And to write a title, your title you have to first be smart and pick what keywords you really want the search engine to rank you for. Okay. So whatever your subject is, find the right combination of keywords. And when I'm counseling, I show people how to go. Google has a tool out there, a keyword tool that you can use to see what words get a lot of people searching for them on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. But you want to pick good words that have a fairly decent amount of traffic. You want to stay from the words that are highly competitive, words that companies go out there and they pay money towards, because those are always you're going to always find it harder to move up if you use those same exact words. A lot of people might not know, but this might be getting too technical. We can back it down if we need to, but there's a thing called long-tail search. Long-tail search keywords are any combination of keywords that's more than two. Google likes, and they've always, I don't know why they've had some type of weird love for this, but they've always liked your keywords to go in clusters. So if you can find a pretty good keyword that has three different words that you can blend together that gets the point across, then that's what you want to go with. But what you want to do with your titles is your first three letters of your titles needs to have your keywords in it. A lot of people make this mistake. A lot of people want to get cute with it or make some type of headline grabbing exclamation.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. That is,
and they miss one or two placements of those words, which are paramount, because now you get ranked for holy crap, and then you have your keywords after that. Well, you got ranked for holy crap, and not many people are searching for holy crap. You see, and then, so people get tripped up by trying to make a shocking title where your title just has to be insightful, and it has to be insightful enough that when they glance over it, they can get a gist of what your video is going to be about.
Okay. So what about how-to videos? Because that is really big right now, how to do anything, which is what we originally, when we started this conversation, we were talking about. And there are tons of how-to books out there. That is a cluster how-to. When you add, should you start your video title out with how-to? Can you put a word in front of it, like learn how to, like how? Because I think a lot of business professionals, especially when they have a specialty in a certain area, whether, you know, they do taxes a certain way, or they love, I love recruiting and staffing, or what have you. Now they're taking this shift in their business mindset, and they're creating these videos to show people how to do something. You know, right. That title, that how-to title, is very common. Is that a good title to start Go ahead.
Remember, how-to's 2 words. So you can't do anything with just the how-to, but where you get your bang for your buck is in that 3rd word. So how-to such and such. So you can still rank pretty competitively with a how-to title, or what a lot of people do is they switch it up, like you said, like they'll put learn how-to or my how-to or this is how-to series.
Okay.
And they, either you put series or something else that lets people know that I'm not just giving you one video, but I'm giving you a list of videos.
Oh, I like
this
that.
Is a smart thing that this is called clustering your videos, and it's something that if you're doing if you're in like a fairly specific niche, and you have a lot of videos that are going to be right along the same lines of whatever you're doing, then it's good to make a series out of it, because you can make a series, then make a playlist off of that series. And the great thing is all they have to do is search for whatever that series name is, and they'll pull up all the videos. So even if some of the videos in there aren't they're talking about a topic, but the topic has different subtopics, then you catch all your videos with that catch-all 3-worded long tail keyword, and the rest of your videos will pop up with that.
So could I, since we're talking about those 3 words, and that this may be the dumbest question you've ever heard, but
there's no such thing as a dumb question.
Could I start my title out with like recruiting and staffing, learn how to, or would that mess everything up?
Well, I would say it's hard to say if those particular combinations will work, because you need to see exactly how those are actually getting searched by.
Okay.
But to say that listening to that is a bad title, no.
Okay, so you could really change that title around.
You start to test it, yeah.
Yeah, you could really change that title around. That's pretty cool. Okay, so when we're talking, I want to talk a little bit again about subscribers and, what can someone, now, so should I absolutely have a large social media network in order to gain new subscribers? What are some of the craziest things that you've heard people doing to get subscribers,
It's really not necessary. If you got a pretty good niche that you're in, and your video, it depends on your videos. Period. Make videos that are appealing to whatever it is that you're doing, that you would enjoy watching yourself over and over again. Make sure that you put the right keywords and that you get your search engine optimization down. You're going to have people that run into those videos. Now, there's things that you want to do with your videos. You're going to want to make sure you use annotations. People do not use annotations, and I have no idea why, because annotations are so important.
I just learned about it today, Dee. I just went through the process to make sure that I was like, that they approved my link and all that other stuff. But I didn't, and I had been saying, to my boyfriend for like a month or so, I was like, I want to learn how to put that link on there that they can click and it goes straight to my website versus them having to read down into the about what this video is about or what have you. So I just learned about that. Tell us about the importance of that.
Yeah, well, here's 2 major important things. The reason why, and you want to put links into your descriptions, but first and foremost, never put any links at the top of your description. And the main reason why is links in your description links out to a different page, takes you away from YouTube. And one thing I didn't get a chance to explain at the very beginning is YouTube has changed the way that they do things. They don't do things the way they used to anymore, where everything was based on how many views you get. That has now been completely shifted, and now everything is based on watch time. So YouTube gauges metrics on how long people are staying engaged to your videos. And what people don't realize is when they stick these links in, and someone starts to watch the video, and they see because Google gives you the first 3 lines, it will show up under your video before you have to hit the little thing to expand the description.
Right.
If your link to wherever you're sending them to is up there at the top, and they click it, you now jump out to whatever page you go to. YouTube ranks that as a video that was watched very, very, very finitely.
Okay.
And therefore it counts against you.
So if I put that annotation at in my video at the beginning of the video, then I risk someone not watching my entire video.
Absolutely not. And this is the beauty of why annotations are so powerful. Because when you add an annotation, you have the ability to have it open up in another window, and it does not kill your viewing retention.
Ah, I love it. Love it.
Yes.
So I can put it on through the whole...
That's how you get around that.
Okay. So the annotation is when you are adding really it's a call to action, right? In most cases, it's a call to action.
They have annotations that can do a number of different things. They have annotations that are just call outs. They have annotations that are just thought bubbles. So if you were interviewing somebody and you wanted to add some more funny ad-libs to it, you're going to make little bitty thought bubbles that pop up over people's heads as they're talking.
Oh,
There's
wow.
many different things you can do with it. But they also use it for a call to action, and they also use it so that you can add a subscribe link directly into the video. And you want to use your annotations, first of all, when you're setting up your YouTube channel, you want to make sure that you add a watermark with your subscription up in the top corner anyways. So every video you have, they should be able to subscribe to your video from the video as well as in the description that's linked below.
D, I don't have that on any of my YouTube videos. I'm totally missing out.
I saw that. We have some talking to do.
That is crazy.
You have a lot of work to do, but you got some work to do.
I got a lot of work to do. And this is why I really wanted to share your voice here on the show tonight, because I am a small time YouTube kind of lady, right? And one of the things that I'm doing more and more is getting into more videos, and I want to do more personal videos where maybe on my phone or my iPad and I just have a thought and I'm throwing it out there and different things like that. Mm-hmm. But I want the videos to impact people's lives, right? And in order for that to happen, people have to see it, and we have to get more subscribers. So I have a lot of views in some of my videos, but my channel doesn't have so many subscribers. Why?
They'll come with time. They'll come with time. As it starts to share out more, as you start to get more people coming back, you'll be like there's things that, the way I look at life is there's things that you can change in life, and there's things that you can't. The things that you can't control, don't give any energy to.
Okay.
So if you sit there and keep saying to yourself, I'm not getting subscribers, subscribers, and you go back and check next week and you still don't have subscribers, you put a lot of energy into not having subscribers.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
So I won't worry about that. Organically, they'll come. They'll come with good content, written the right way. Another important thing is the more people that actually get to see the video, so the more videos that can make it to the first 3 pages instead of the last 25, gives you more exposure.
Yeah.
So the more eyes you have on it automatically increases your ability to have more subscribers.
I love that. So subscribers are huge. We definitely want to use the annotations function within YouTube. What else are we missing in order to just kind of have a great channel?
Along with your title, a lot of people miss out on this. A title and a thumbnail are the 2 most important things you can do when you're building your video out. You need to have a title that makes sense, a title that fits the content, a title that has your keywords in the top 3 keywords, and then you need to have a thumbnail that represents what that video is about, that can be seen at 3 different formats. Because depending on, one of the beauty of things of YouTube is you can watch YouTube anywhere now, on your TV, tablets, phones. Everything has an app where you can watch YouTube. Well, YouTube then now sizes your thumbnails down to different sizes. So if you have a thumbnail that's all words and it's a bunch of words, once you shrink it down, people can't see what that is. So they might go to something else. So you want to find something that's eye-catching or eye-grabbing, or what a lot of people do is they catch something in, like if they're talking on it, if they catch themselves in a mid-funny face, they'll snap that.
Okay.
Make that their thumbnail. But put time into it instead of, because YouTube will automatically pick a thumbnail for you if you don't choose one.
I know, and I was getting ready to say that.
To do that.
I did a Google search. I was doing a Google search for a client on GoToMeeting, and I typed in recruiting and staffing, and my videos popped up on the first page, right, of Google for that search. but they were like of my desktop. Even though my desktop is my logo, it was still, I was thinking, I don't know if I would want my video, if that's the initial picture that I want people to see when they, go to my video. So you actually have control over, over what the thumbnails look like. And so should you create like a separate, so you're saying create a separate image that represents the thumbnails only. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yes, and there's plenty of different ways to do that. You literally can go out to Fiverr and have somebody create thumbnails for you, or create a thumbnail template that you use over and over again. Like for me, I have different templates for whatever the different niche of my channel. And this is the point. I'm glad you brought that up, because this is where branding really comes in.
Yeah.
So now when you're talking about branding and branding your company or branding your identity, this is where thumbnails are very important, because as you start to get more people to see your brand in different places around the world, when they come to YouTube, the minute they see your brand, without even knowing what it is that they're going to be watching, they're going to click on it. So if you have a brand and if you have a logo and you're behind a message, then you can make each of your thumbnails your brand with just a very short title underneath it or above it, and make sure that all your thumbnails are vibrant colors, something that's eye-catching, so that it stands out next to all the other videos that it has to be stacked next against. So
if you're doing a video on YouTube and you're promoting something that you're passionate about, are we talking about company brands or people brands? Because right now in today's society, people brands are bigger than company brands.
Yes, I would. First of all, it goes like this. Let me find the right way to say that. What is more important to brand? Who you are, or what your company does?
Ah, okay.
Because if somebody believes in you, then they're going to believe in your company.
Or you're branding the product too, right? So it could just be that you're branding the product.
Well, it's kind of like if you have the integrity and people can see truth and see some type of a positive feeling that they get from interacting with you, then they know what you're endorsing is something that means something to you as well. Mm. So it could be your face to start off with, and then you could roll that brand into whatever partner branding that you're doing, or if you can roll that into your company. If you say you are your D. Williams, and then you have your incentivized site, you can parlay those both together with your brand being kind of the global brand, and then you have all of your brands underneath it. Kind of like Oprah does.
I love Oprah. You say that name, and I just, I'm
very smart woman.
You can't say that name without me reacting, D. Like, come on.
Well, I mean, she is one of the best at what we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
and it works. Better than getting behind yourself and branding yourself and giving yourself the 100%, knowing that you're going to go out there and be successful.
Not just
That's
that.
why I would always say brand yourself first and then brand your company second.
It's also really inspiring and motivating and flattering when people call you and say, oh my gosh, is this the D. Williams from the video? And it's like, I'm no celebrity. I'm just really, let's keep it real. I'm Kitty at the end of the day, right? Everybody knows that's my nickname. So I, when they say, is this the D. Williams from the video? I'm like, yeah, and I didn't believe you answered the phone. Why wouldn't I?
And a side note to all listeners, that was me a couple weeks ago. I did that, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
It's so funny. So, okay, good. So we have to go to a commercial break. I want to keep talking. We got a break. D will be with us. He's sticking around with us for the rest of the show. Call in 404-355-8699, 866-923-2860. I do see a message here on social media. We'll chime back in when we get back. You're listening to the D Factor Radio Show. I'm D. Williams.